So today we'll work on this movie details, and if we get time, we'll may work in campaign or we'll work on campaign tomorrow along with data structure. So yes, last time I built this form. Has everyone completed this form? Copied or from my side, or have you built this form in your side in your folder? So we will try to put the variables for each of the fields. So is this form done? Okay. So first step, this is my create form. So the first step, what should I do? What should I do to use each field? What is the step? Can anyone tell me what should I write so that I can capture all the fields in a variable? How can I capture all the fields in the variable? Okay, yeah, use state and object. So let's start with that one, and you should do along with me and test every condition along with me. I will name it as form values and set form values is equal to react dot use state, and it will be object. So I will put initial data, the default values for it. So before I start working, just write down this statement constant of this one. So if you don't have this form, I will just paste it in the React Telegram group. You can copy paste from there and just try to do things along with me, because I will be asking questions. If you don't do, then you won't be able to answer it. Okay, so just write down the statement. When you're done writing this, say done. So I will move further. This is the new project, website 004. Campaign Ninja is alongside. It's a big project. We are doing Campaign Ninja also, but Campaign Ninja will take time. So I thought let's do small project in between. So this is the new project which we started last time. So I gave you the code in the Telegram. Once you're done with this line, just let me know. Okay, so what will be the first key value pair which I will put here? What will be the key value? Movie name. Okay, it's a movie name, but I will give it as a title. You can name internally whatever you want. So I will tag this title to this movie name. So let's put the value equal to form values dot title. Okay, so this is the value. Just we put it here. So in addition to the value, what another attribute I need to work this text field? Okay, name is not needed. I can hard code it to title. No, I'm not going to description yet. I need one more attribute here, which is needed for this text field to work properly. On change, right? On change. So on change, I will get one event, and whatever user is typing will be in one of the variable. What is the variable? event dot target dot value. Correct. So let's create one function called as handle change. This function will take two parameters. One is called the name and one is called the value. And when this function is called, we will update this set form values. So set form values, I have to update the name and value. So this is the Rakesh, are you in desktop or mobile? Because this is something I zoomed it a lot. Anyone cannot see? Anyone cannot see this one because I zoomed a lot. If you feel it's small, I will increase one zoom level. Okay. So I increase one more level. Maybe now it is more clear. Is it clear now? Okay. So once I call this handle change, I want to update this title with some value. So I call this set form values. Now what should I write inside it so that I will update the name with value? What should I write inside this? Yeah, you have to show me how. Show me how I will write here. What should I write inside this set form value so that once user changes and when I pass name and value in this function, it should update here. Okay, FV, what? So it's an arrow function. It's the arrow function. Call this FV as a previous value, which is the current value here. Now what? Now what should I write it here? Return. We should return. Since this is object, so we have to return object. If this was array, I would have to return array. Now in return, what should I write? Dot FV, correct. Ashok Kumar, correct. We have to take the previous value and then we have to put the name and value. There's no event.target.name. We are passing name and value here. So what should I write here? Correct. Now tell me, is name I have to write in the rectangular bracket or name is directly is correct? What is right? I can write name directly or in the rectangular bracket. Which one is right? Why? Sonu Singh, why rectangular bracket? Why rectangular bracket? Because this name is a dynamic. It's not hard-coded value. Today it is coming title, next time it will come description. So this name will go as in a rectangular bracket because it's a dynamic. So now I have to call this handle change function here in this onChange event. So I'll call the handle change. For the name field, I know we are updating the title. So for the name field, I will put title. Though I can have a name here and say event.target.name, but let's consider this as another way. I hard code this title here. And in the value, I will pass event.target.value. So when user will change this, it will call handle change, it will get key value pair, and this will update this form. Let's check what's happening in the form values by putting console.log form values. Okay, so now, yeah, it is for one field here. Same thing I will do it for here. Here I will put description. Okay, so we will be changing this part only when I call this function. And this function is common for all the fields. Only this line is for this one. Okay, that's what it will work. Now let's check it on the browser. So movie name is Pushpa. Okay, so we get the title of Pushpa. Okay, now what we will do. Okay, now let's copy this for the description also. But here I'm calling rich text area, but what is coming inside the handle change we need to see. Okay, let's go to the rich text area and we'll see when we call the handle change, we get the name and the value like this. We get the name and the value. Okay, so when something will come back inside this handle change, we'll get the name and value like this. So here I don't have to write it specifically like this. I can directly call the handle change. Is it okay to call directly handle change here? Is it possible? Or I have to write it like this way? Whether I can write handle change directly or I have to write it in this way. So if I go to rich text area, you will see when someone try to change in the rich text area, on change of the rich text area, we are calling the handle change with name and value. So we already are getting a return with a name and value. So that means I don't need to write the whole thing. I will call the handle change because return value is name and value, which we are already getting it. So we don't need to call in like first way, because this text area is already giving me name and value, which is similar to this pattern. If rich text area would have given me only the E, that is only the value, then I would have to write something like this one. But now rich text area is giving me the name and value together, which already I expected. So rather than writing this one, I will write this one directly. Okay, let's see. Let's think. If we are not getting, if we're not calling directly this, let's try to call like this way. So if I put like this way, I will see what is coming in the event part. What do you think? What will come in the event part when I call rich text area using this way? What will be the value of the event? You're thinking event is an object? Okay, let's try to see what will happen if I call this one like this way. So this name is fine. Then I'll put value here. So when I put S, you see event is coming as a description, not an object. Event is a description. Why it is coming as a description? Because when we change the text area, we are calling this handle change with the name and the value. So name which we have is description. So this event is not really the event. This is the name which we are getting from the rich text area, because you see here it's coming as a name, and second part is coming as a value. Though it is written as E, but this is the value, because this rich text area is custom made. It's not the real input box. We're getting value here. So if I put name here, and I can put value here, and now we will see what is coming as a name and value. So name will come here as a description, and value will be the value which user has inserted. So if I put this, now you will see name is coming description, value is coming the value which user is putting it. Since I'm getting name value, so rather than calling handle change here like this, I can directly call handle change without any function here, because we are getting name and value which this function is expecting. So we don't need to write it specifically like this, because from the rich text area we are already getting name and value. Hope this is clear, and if it is not clear, try to go through the video again to understand what I mean by it. Okay, now let's fill the next field year. Here is a normal text field, so we need to copy these two lines. But before that, let's put few things in this one. Description. Okay, year. Okay, try to complete this step now first, and create this handle change, and add this here, and add this here, and then we'll go further. Just put first this thing and create this handle change. So just do the git add, git commit, git pull, and git push, all 4 steps to get the code. So what you will do, git add dot git commit -am message, git pull, git push, the normal 4 steps which we do every time. So whenever you want to take the latest code, just do following steps: git add, git commit, message something, and git pull, and then git push. This 4 steps has to be done every time you try to manipulate the git. I will give you in the React Telegram group also. Is this part done? Okay, then go and do these 2 lines of the code. and this line of the code. So is it done? Okay. So now let's copy this part into the year part. Only thing change which I will do is year here. And here also year. Okay, so just do this one. Let me know when you're done with this year part. Okay, so let's test these three fields and then we'll go further. Test is coming correctly. Okay, so things are coming. Maybe I committed few minutes back before the class, so maybe you're not doing the way as I explained. We'll see together after the class. Right now, try to do the things. Okay, when I'm trying to type in the description, it is not working. So maybe my code is missing something in the description part. Can anyone tell me why my code is not working in this one? I'm not able to see updated value of the description. Value is not proper. See, value is empty. It should be like this. Value is missing, correct? Now let's check it again. Now it's coming. Correct. Value was missing. Let's try. I don't want to force user to put the year numeric because some people may put like this, May 1994. So though it is year, but it is actually month included. So whatever user wants to put, user can put whether May or not, whatever they want to put, they can put. So this link part is some kind of array which is different than other fields. So I will not take link part now. I will do today, but not immediate. Let's try to see other things. We can use calendar also, but in the calendar, specific date is to be given. But in the year, I just want to take month and year, or sometime user wants to put year only. So I don't want to take the calendar year. But if you feel you can add calendar, I don't see the calendar is needed for this year. Okay, other things are in the similar pattern. So let's try to do the links also, because this is also in the similar way as we do links. So I will do the link part, and then I will do this part. Okay, category is something we need separate than this cast vector. Maybe category has come here incorrectly. Yeah, let's change the category position. Okay, category is coming wrongly here. It should come before the links, after the year. Let's put it after the year. Now let's see. So now category is here, but category is taking only the 4 number. I don't want 4 number. I want it to take the 12 number whole width. Yeah, now categories is coming separate like this. Now let's see what happens when I change the categories. How the values are coming in the categories. So this is my categories function component, and when someone will change it, the value is split by comma. Okay, set person name. So we have this array. So we need to see how the category is called. So it is saved in the person name. So I'll do console.log of person name to see how the categories are. How the categories are taken care of. This is handle change is called whenever someone changes the category. Okay, so let's see how it works. So if I put action, person name is giving this in array, documentary, thriller, science. And if I remove action, I get this array. So I want to save this array. I want to save this array in my state variable. So whenever user will choose any category, it goes here as an array. So let's see how we can do that. So what I will do, I will take this in a variable and see what is coming. So I'll say const array equal to, and I will update it with array. And now here I will see what is array there. Let me see what is the array now. Okay, so my array is array which I want. So this array is something which I want to save in my state variable, which is this one, this form values. I want to save the array in the form values. Let me. Okay, so I change these 2 lines. I will add one more line here because this category is only saving locally in the category component. But I want to save category here. I want to save categories here in this one. So let's make a categories key with the array. Now you tell me, how can I save in this form when someone changes in the category component? What should I do? What is the first step that when someone changes in the categories, I should update in my form values? How will you do that? Well, give me the idea. Implementation we'll see together. How can I update my form value when someone changes in the categories? Categories is a different component, which is here. On change of what? We have on change here. It is calling the handle change. Handle change is updating the person name here in the category. How will I update in my form values? Passing as a props. Okay, so what should I pass as a props? What should I pass? Kate is correct. We have to pass as a props, but what should I pass here? What will be the key and value to pass? Value. Okay, let's say value. Value is one of the field which we pass, that is called as form values dot categories. Okay, so we pass the value as form value dot category, which will take this and pass it to the categories. Now what another thing? When something is changed, how will I update this one? So what should I pass? So on change, if you pass on change, you will get confused because on change is here also and handle change is here also. So maybe give some different name. Handle change is already there in the categories, local function. So if I pass handle change, it will confuse us. So we need to give something custom, something different name. Handle change category. Okay. Okay, got it. Let's say I pass another function called as handle change category. Okay. And I pass it as a function. Okay. Okay. So this is the custom name which I am passing to the categories. I am also passing values. So let's put this here in the categories. So here I will pass it as value and handle change categories. Okay, so this value, and we have already a local value here. I don't want to fight with the two things. I don't want to keep the name same. So maybe I will rename this value to category value. Okay, so just for the namesake, so that it shouldn't fight with this value. And I should be clear what I am updating what. So here I'm passing category value, which is nothing but the category, and I'm passing the handle change category function to this category. So let's try to console these things here. Okay, now tell me, where should I, okay, first let's see how it is coming here. Okay, we have category value which is empty and handle change category is an empty function for now. Now I change it, action, documentary. Okay, so I change these two values. Now tell me, how will I use this handle change category function to update my categories here? What should I write? Where should I write it? Line number. Tell me line number. Which line number? Which line number shall I put this handle category? Line number 45. Line number 45, handle change is already there. Yeah, in handle change. Let's say if I want to use it here. Okay, what should I pass in this handle change category? Okay, so if I pass array, I will get array here. Okay, I will get array here in this function. I can write down here console.log array, passed array is ARR. Okay, we will get it here. So let's refresh it. Put action. So you will see passed array is action. Correct. Passed array is action and documentary. So now we are getting array here in this category part. Now how will I update my form field, form values? What should I write here? Okay, what? Form value dot category is already the value coming here. I'm getting the updated value array here. Now once I get this updated value array, I want to update that in my this form values. I want to update this here. How will I update it? I'm not understanding what. How will this update my form values? If I type like this as you said in the comment, how will it will update? Anand, you have to write a specifically correct exact statement with brackets and all. I don't understand what to write, how to write. Whatever you have written, I don't understand clearly. You have to write specifically with array, with the arrow, with the something. How will I update this one? Never update the form value directly. Never update the state values directly. You can only update using this function. Okay, set form values, which is already here. So can we use this function? Once we get array, can we use this function? Yes. So let's call this function. Handle change. Name I will pass as a categories, and value I will pass the array, which is coming from the previous page. So once user changes the category, I will call handle change with the name and the value. Okay, let's delete the console here. Okay, let's refresh and see if it is working. So now my form values is having this categories. See, my form values is having all the categories. Now if you see, the initial value of this category is empty array. But for example, I want to pass the initial value here, like action here. So I want the action we set it by default here. So for example, if I put here like this, then I refresh the page, I'm able to see the action. But when I pass it here, it's not updating here. Okay, so it's not updating here. So how should I update it with the predefined value which is passed from that place? What should I replace this array with? Okay, so set default value has to be done here because person name is the category one, which is taking default value here. So we have to update the default value here. How to put default value here? What is the value coming here? What is the value coming from the create component? This category is passed to that category in the form of category value. So default value is this one. We already get this property here as a category value. Yes, so we have to put category value here. Okay, so once I put category value here, person name will be category value, and as soon as we update the things, it will update the things here. So first time when things will come, it will update, get this one as category value, and we see the category now here. So if I refresh here, so if I put documentaries, so let's say if I want to put documentaries as a predefined value, so what I will do right now, I put only action. Let's see if I want this as a this also documentaries. So initially we'll pass this 2 and see if it is updating. It's updating with both the values because I'm passing it here and passing this categories here as a category value. And when I go to this component, we are updating the default value with the category value. Is that clear? Now, let's do some more drilling on this part. Let's see more drilling on this part. So initially categories is like this array only. Let's say we are editing this form. So initially the categories is this one, but I will call some API that will update the category so that I should show the default value from the database. So for example, I will use this React use state. Use effect. So this effect is called, let's say this is API call. Okay, so this use effect is API call, and in this API call I put a set timeout, And in this set timeout, which will happen after 5 seconds, I update the categories. I update the categories after 5 seconds to action and documentaries. Okay, so initially the category is empty when the form load, and then this is the database call happen. Right now I'm putting timeout, but in real world I will put database call, which will get the data from the server in 5 seconds. And after 5 seconds, I update the categories with this one. So though initially the category is empty array, and the array will show empty because this is empty, we will see this nothing selected. But after 5 seconds, we will get the categories from the server. But we need to update that here. See, after 5 seconds, something will come here. See, after 5 seconds, my categories is updated to action and documentaries. But this category is not yet updated because this category is taking this array only initially. And when the categories is changed from the server, this category is not updated. Are you getting my question? That after 5 seconds, we get the data of category from the server. And we want to update this category with that data, which is coming from the server like this too. After 5 seconds or 2 seconds or 1 second or 500 milliseconds or anything. So what should I write in this categories in category component? Set state in use effect. Okay. So I need to put something here in the category component so that when the category value changes, we should update this person name also. So Kate is correct. We need to use effect. So here in category component also, I have to use the use effect. And here I will put arrow function and I will pass the array dependencies. Dependencies will be the category value. So now I will do here console.log. Now whenever the category value gets changed, we will go inside this React effect and then we will see what value is coming. So after 5 seconds, when the category is updated, we will see this part and we will update the set person name here also. Let's see it. I'll refresh it. So initially category value is empty. After 5 seconds, we get category value is action and documentary. So that means this part is called at the first time and also after 5 seconds when the category value is updated. So when the category value is updated, I will call the set person name again with the category value. So now see what will happen now. I'll refresh. So initially category is empty. After 5 seconds, boom, this has updated it. That means when the things are coming from the server, because of this use effect, we call set person name as soon as the category value is changed. Is that clear? Okay, so before we go further, update this category function with these two values. Update this line number. Update this line number. Update this. Rest all are same. Once you're done, let me know. Then I'll move down to add few more things. Okay, is it done? Is it done writing of this part? Okay, let's go down and so we will not do right now this one. This one is only for you to see what will happen when something gets updated after few seconds. So we don't need to add this now, but when we go to edit page, we will get the data from the server and then this will be needed. So just now update this part. Okay, in the categories, just add these two parts. Okay, so let's now go to next field, which is this links part. So this links will be also array. As soon as I type something and add link, it will appear here. Okay, so that is what we have to do. So let's add one more field here as links as an array, and we'll go to the links part. So this is a text field for the link, and as soon as someone puts something here and click the add button, we need to update these links with the new value. So this links will be the array which will go into the database, but I need one more field name which I will use when user will type here, because he cannot directly type in the links array. So we need to put a temporary variable here, and when someone will click add link, we will update this links one. So for temporary variable, I will just create another name called as link. This link user will put, and when he will click that button, I will update this links with this value, and I will empty this value here. So let's try to do that thing. Before I go further, just add these two lines. Okay, so now what we'll do, I will copy these two value and on change, and I will put it for the links text field. And here, whenever someone try to edit it, I will update it with the form value dot link, and here link. So link will be updated, and as soon as someone will click add button, add link, we will write down in this on click, we will do some manipulation. So first add these two lines, then we will work on this part. Okay, now when someone will try to click this link, we will see what user has put in this link and try to update in the links array. So let's try to do the console.log. Link is, I will check what is the link, and I will also check current links. Links is the array, and I will check form values dot links. Both I'll check and then I'll update it. So let me refresh. So for example, someone put this link, Google or something, whatever is there. And when click add link, I will see the link is a Google and links is empty array. So what I will do now, I have to take this link and update in this one, right? We have to do, take this link and append it in this links and save it. So what is the steps? Let's take this links. Let's take this as constant wall, some wall is equal to, I will take first this link. So it's a dot 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 links, comma, I will get this link. So what will happen? Whatever we have here, it will be appended here, followed by the new link. So this is a new value. Now I have to update the links here. How will I update the links here? What should I write here? Write down here. So what should I write down here to update the links in this form values? Okay, no need to call the set form value. We have this handle change function. We'll call that directly that handle change function. And here I will say name. Name, what is the name? Name is the links and value is wall. So we don't need to call the set form value. Just we call this handle change function. So if you see now links is updated with the test. Links is updated test and test2. But as soon as we update this handle change, we need to empty this link part. So let's call this handle change again with the link and value is empty. So once this is updated, we'll call the link. So we'll empty the link also. Let's refresh this. I'll put test here, add link. So as soon as I click add link, let's see, link is empty and links is with the test. Let's add new one, test2. You will see link is empty, links is with the test and test2. So we are updating links also, we are updating link also. Just add these 3 lines to update the links in the add link button and put these 2 if you have not done it. Okay, let's try to do similar things for our the display part. We will do next time. I will display all these links, whatever user has put. I will display these links here. So let's try to add these 2 also. Okay, so let's try to do this. So for this, previously we were having only the link part, but here we have 2 things. So we need to create 2 variables. One is called this cast type, and the cost type value. So I will add value and on change for the cost type. Maybe I'll say cost type, and here in this cost type value, I will add, these are the temporary variables like we have the link previously, cost type wall. So as soon as user will update these two variables will get updated, and when someone will click the add cost, I will put in an array. So let's try to add the temporary variables here. One is cost type, one is cost type value, and another, the array will be cost. Okay, cost, maybe cost. So this cost will be all the array of these two things. So it will be kind of object. Okay, object will be type equal to value, something like that. Okay, we'll do that. Okay, so let's try to update the cost here. Okay, so as soon as someone will type this cost, for example, actor, and the value is, for example, Dharmendra. So you will see cost type is actor and value is Dharmendra. So we need to put this in the cost when someone will click the add cost. So in real world, I will, if someone put a space here, then I will remove that space, make underline for that one. And if someone put capital A, I will make it small a and save it like that. So in the real world, I'll do like this because I want to save in the database with the proper way. So that I will do tomorrow. Right now, whatever user will do, I will put in the cost kind of thing. So manipulation of this will be done tomorrow. I'll do tomorrow along with data structure. Okay, so when someone will try, click the add button. Someone will click the add button. I will take the cost type, cost value, and put it in the array. So something like I'll copy this and put it in this cost type. So the value will be, I have to put inside the cost. So I'll take the cost of the array, and then here I will insert the object. And what will be the object? Object will be, this is the key in this object. It will be this one, cost type, and value will be nothing but this one. Okay, and then I will update the cost with the value, and I will update the cost type to empty, and also I will update cost type value to empty. So once I put in the cost, I have empty these two. Let's try to change this one. So for example, I'll put actor. Right now I'll allow capital and all everything, but when I want to put it in database, I don't want to put like this. I want to put it small letter. This value can be anything, small, capital, or anything. So as soon as click add, you will see cost is actor Dharmendra. Okay, something like this one. This is not the permanent because I have to see how I will save it in the database. And I will think that today how we will save it in the database, and we will change the structure tomorrow. Right now I'm just putting it for the sake to save in the state variable, but how to insert in the database, that is something I have to think. Once I think that one, we will change a little bit about this submission. Okay, so let's add one more. Okay, now we have the two cast, both are with the same name. So right now just assume that this is something we're saving in saving here in the state variable. But tomorrow, let me think how I will put it in the database, and we will change this little bit tomorrow. So we are able to put title, description, year, categories, links, and cast type, cast value. And tomorrow we will manipulate this little bit to make it appropriate. We will show this line item, and then we will put it in the database. So that is what we will be doing tomorrow, along with the data structure part. Before I close, just you finish this part. Okay, just put in this grid button of the add cast, put this one, and then I'll scroll up. Yes, I will help you once everyone write this. I will help you. Just everyone put this one, then I'll scroll up. Okay, so I will give you this whole file in the React chat group. If you're not written, you can copy that. Okay, so let me give it there. Okay, you can update all these values. Do it before tomorrow's class, because you won't be able to learn properly if you don't have updated file. So this is something we'll be doing tomorrow. Now, any questions before I help Ashok Kumar? That's all for today.